As a local business trying to get more exposure online, SEO is one of the biggest opportunities in today's online marketing strategies. So if you're looking for the secrets to leverage a good SEO strategy for your business, we have a great segment for you. Today's expert will teach you the fundamentals to ensure your website gives you access to getting more exposure online.
What is the biggest problem with chiropractor search engine optimization? Most of the time when chiropractors approach us with regards to their search engine optimization is that they really haven't implemented it as of yet, and if they have, they are not ranking very well. Or they were implementing it and then all of a sudden Google changed their algorithm and now they're nowhere to be found. And that's in essence is happening out there. Most of the time, most of the chiropractic offices really have some sort of website already out there, but unfortunately they are not ranking on the search engines. Either it's Google or Bing or Yahoo. Those are the three big search engines out there. And the reason why it is a bit of a problem for chiropractors is that the other chiropractors are dominating it, and they simply don't have a chance to get to the top of the search engines. And as you know, everybody out there now, when they're looking for any service, particularly for chiropractors, they run to Google, Bing, or Yahoo. And typically what happens is they only find the people, the offices, the chiropractic offices that are listed on the first page, and hardly do people skip to the second page, or much even less skip to the third or fourth or fifth. So technically, if you have a first page ranking, or any chiropractor that has the first page ranking, they will in essence get a lot of patients, new patients from there. So that's where the problem is. Some of the chiropractors don't have a strategy for it to begin with, and if they have a strategy, they were using a strategy that was based on spamming, like artificial links and artificial growth. And the worst case scenario is really that they don't have a solid foundation. They don't have a solid marketing, I would say, program behind it. And in the absence of a solid marketing program, I would refer them to look into our 6R framework. The reason why this framework is called 6R framework is because each of the steps in the framework begins with the word R, the letter R. And I will explain to you very briefly what they are, the steps, the 6 steps are. And it starts with number 1, the return on investment, or ROI. There's 2 aspects that you need to deal with when it comes to ROI. The first one is eliminate any marketing cost that is not doing an ROI, that has no return at all. And the second aspect of ROI is that you need to understand what is called the lifetime value of a patient. What is the lifetime value of a patient? That is the numeric financial cost that a patient would be bringing in to your clinic from the day they start until the very end when they don't return. Okay, because sometimes they come in and they go through all the treatments, and then for a little bit of time they're not there, and then they might come back later on. So from the very first transaction all the way to the very last transaction until they become totally inactive, that's a lifetime value of a client, a patient. And when chiropractors understand lifetime value, they become more flexible with their online marketing, particularly in SEO. Because right now, most of the chiropractors out there, they have a fixed budget. And if you have a fixed budget, you can never outgun the chiropractor that understands lifetime value, because they will have enough budget out there to spend to rank higher than the chiropractor who has a certain amount of a fixed budget. I hope that makes sense. And the second step is called reputation building. R again for reputation. And this is not just your reviews or anything that people have to say. And reputation really needs to be built on a very solid and very high quality delivery of service, so that in the end, you will really want people to refer to you, and they get excited to refer to your clinic instead of just, oh, it's a so-so practice, and oh, it's just one of those. But you would really want to build a reputation, not just again on the reviews part, but a reputation that people or patients really get excited to go out there and reach out to other people and refer. And then the third step is another R, reach. This is really where the place of search engine optimization falls into play in this overall marketing strategy. Once you have a good, solid reputation and a very high level of service delivery, then you can go out there and reach out to as much people as you want. And you really need to be very specific to the kind of people you're reaching to. And there are certainly, of course, buying phases in the buying cycle. And it's not complicated, and it's fairly simple. We have it explained in our white paper that's available on our website, which I will talk to you about later on. So when you have the reach, then you have a number of people at least calling the office, and from there you can get them into the office after the initial phone call is done. And then the fourth step is the rate of conversion improvement. Everybody needs to really at least shoot for a 1% rate of conversion. So at least 1 out of 100 people that you talk to, you might want to be able to convert that to a patient. And of course, as time goes on, you'll be able to refine your processes, and you can get a 30%, 40%, 50, 70% conversion, and that would be excellent. And the fifth step is actually what they call reactivation. When reactivation comes into a discussion, most of the time, chiropractors only think about reactivating old patients. Well, the thing is, you really want to reactivate people that have expressed interest in your services as well. Those that have, come to your seminars, and I hope you've already captured their email addresses or even their mailing addresses so you can send out something. And essentially, when you try to reactivate the prospects and then you reactivate the previous or the past patients as well, then you have another inflow of patients coming in, and of course revenue there. And the sixth and the final step of this strategy is that for referrals, the sixth R is going to be referrals. And unfortunately, most of the time, referrals are the only marketing strategy that chiropractors have. And when that happens, they'll easily find out that referrals, and if you haven't built the referral system based on the other 5 other steps, it will be very difficult to have referrals coming in. So when you have an analysis of your return on investment, building a good, solid reputation, and then you have the sufficient reach out there in your community, and then you have a very good rate of conversion and a very good reactivation program, then you'd have a very good, solid patient base that'd be very excited to create a referral for you.
Now that's impressive. The right online marketing strategy creates huge results for local businesses. And if you take advantage and leverage these opportunities, you'll be amazed how strategies like this not only increase revenues, but get you more customers fast. If you would like to know exactly how to put these strategies into action, our expert can be reached at the number on your screen. Until next time.